You know, the Uptown Theater was probably the one theater that young people would go to who live in what you call an encapsulated black area. Many of them didn't go outside of their area, like going in town to a movie. Some did, but not many. So the Uptown Theater was something that they felt was theirs, and they would go there. And I think that night, when Mr. Davis appeared, there were a lot of young people there. Many of them were gang members, different gangs. There must have been about 20-some-odd gangs that I remember counting when I was at my school. Many times they would have conflicts, didn't get along for some stupid reason, I would say, because some of them would hurt each other. But I thought that the theater Uptown was the one that could fill the bill. It was the place for them to go, because all of them probably had been there from time to time. But all of them to come in at the same time, I was concerned. But during that evening, we had no problems. I think Mr. Davis's presence and the presence of others in the community made a difference. And even though many of the gang members would be roaming around the theater instead of sitting down and listening, they were always wanted to be on stage. That's the thing I found out about them. They wanted to be seen and heard, and that was one of the difficulties, trying to get them together, because everybody had a turf. It seemed this gang had this place, this gang, and they all wanted to be seen and heard. And so it was very difficult to bring them onto common ground. But eventually, around Mr. Davis's efforts and the finances that came, there was a little hiatus, and they settled down for a while, but it wasn't a lasting thing. So all of these things, that helped me to establish my position as the principal of the high school. It wasn't easy. There were so many forces at work, some in the community, some within the school, that were making it difficult to effectuate a change. But I stayed there for 14 years. And in that time, I gave the best that I had. I didn't win them all. We did as much as we could to get rid of gangs, and I think that worked as the years went by. Finally, I brought girls into the school because I wanted it to be a diverse school, and in gender as well as in racial looks. So that happened just as I was ready to leave the school. I was in my swan song. I was ready to hang it up and let somebody come in with more energy, and that was true, because I had really, as I said to the kids, I had run out of gas. I couldn't go any further. I didn't think so. In 1981, I tendered my resignation, and I left the school. And someone followed me, and I've been back once to some kind of reunion they had, but I haven't been back since then. But that was a good experience for me. Difficult, yes. Sometimes almost feeling that it was hopeless. But I always knew that you should never give up. You should keep continuing. Hold on, like my father said. Hold on. Keep your hand on the plow. Hold on. He was from the deep South, and he had all these witticisms that he would use when he talked to me. So yes, I held on. And you win some and you lose some. But I made my contribution to the best of my ability.